Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Slingy's Things. This time we're taking a look at her, the Hammond Collection Indominus Rex. I've been waiting a long time for this figure. She's definitely one of my favorite dinosaurs, especially from this series. And I was so excited to be able to get my hands on her today. That was the best surprise ever. So, I'm going to do a quick rundown. I just kind of got her out of the package. I played around with her a little bit. And I just want to share my impressions of this figure as someone who's collected almost all of the other Hammond collection figures. So right out of the package, she is gigantic. I can't even fit her all in this frame, but you can see the tail here. She's huge. She is a very large lady, and I mean that very affectionately. Okay, so first thing, so let's go over the appearance. So I know there was a lot of concern about this particular figure prior to, when they just announced it, concern about it. And I was also concerned. I would say having it in my hands, I do like it more in person. I will say something I'm noticing right now is these teeth do you see that? This tooth is curling under. These really long rubbery teeth, so you got to watch out for these guys. The other side looks fine. So unfortunately, it's something we'll notice. Let me take her down. Sorry, it's a little clumsy. She does not have glass eyes like any of the other big Hammond collection figures. That is in my opinion, I was a big fan of the glass eyes. I really love how they kind of followed you around when you walked by. So I think that's a really big downgrade for this figure. I'm very disappointed about that. I do think it does catch the light nicely, and I think that's why a lot of us couldn't tell for sure if it was painted or not. Definitely, it's hard to maybe get here, but it still looks very nice. You get a nice light on there, and it looks almost like it's glass. It's not, but it's still good. I was worried before that the leg, this area, was too long, but it looks good in person. And this piece, thankfully, I'm not a huge fan of this, that piece. I guess it's interesting that they did it. I think that's, to me, I don't feel like the Hammond collection should be I don't know, I thought it was more like a posing thing. Like a figure that is meant for more it is for play, but this seems more like it's a bit more of a mainline type gimmick. I don't hate it. You don't really see it that much once it's plugged in. So, not a big deal. I think the paint apps look fine. She's a bit dark, but we have move her a bit closer. She's got it's dark up here, which is nice on the tail. Same on the face. You can see it's white up there, which looks fine. I don't mind it too much. She kind of looks like she sat in some sand here. I'm neither here or there about this. The toenails are painted, but I don't feel like the fingernails are painted. Tell me if I'm wrong. Shouldn't they be? I feel like they just colored the hands darker, but didn't actually paint the nails. And speaking of nails, sorry I'm jumping around everywhere, but there you go. These hands don't feel very different to me. These new swappable hands. Again, I don't feel like this was a necessary thing. I would have rather had the glass eyes than these. What's the difference? Can someone tell me? It looks like this finger is these fingers are closer together. That's they're closer together, but I don't feel like that warranted a separate piece. That's just my opinion. Okay, but that's pretty much where I stand on the paint. We can look at the mouth real quick. Get it out there. The tongue feels, these feel very thin. I don't know if that's going to be a problem, but there's no issue opening the mouth. The Spinosaurus was a bit tricky. This is not difficult. It's not floppy. It's actually like a plastic piece. I don't mind. I like it. It's a pretty nice looking mouth. I do like these small teeth in there. She's very, very cool looking. And articulation feels pretty good. She gets quite a lot. I do love, since she's got such long arms, look at that. She can T-pose for days. Love it. She's got a, I don't want to mess with it too much. She can bring her neck all the way down, bring her neck up, all the way side to side. I really like the neck. And mine feels pretty good. These arms feel really solid. You got this here. They're soft hands, by the way. Soft and squishy. I do have this with my legs, which is interesting. This one's kind of fine. It's kind of weird. Kind of, do you see that? A little loose. It's not, I think, causing me any issues. So we can work with that. And the legs are fine. Pretty much what you'd see on the other large dinosaurs. But what I don't like, I don't feel like it was as bad on the previous ones. But look, when you bend this tail, you get some serious wrinklage. I feel like if you left it in this position, over time, this might deteriorate. See, it's like any maybe you have to get it. See, even if I pull it from the end, it does it. If someone knows how to avoid this, that'd be great. Because unfortunately, I don't think that looks good, and I don't know. See, that could probably be bad in the future, which is a shame. I love posing the tails on these guys. I did feel like the Spinosaurus was better, and the Giganotosaurus, but let me pull her back. She is so big. I mean, she's still amazing. Let me get her down. I can't fit too much on my desk here, but I'll compare with some smaller dinosaurs I have on my desk now. We have the Sinoceratops. Let's get him standing up. There you go. Aw, family photo before she eats him. She's obviously totally huge compared to him. We've got the Atrociraptor Ghost Hammond collection. I love the comparison between those two. Just for some other figures. I would like to see a fight off between these two right here. Watch this. We have Jada Toys Sagat. Just picture a battle between these two. I would be all over that. He doesn't want to stand up right now. Let's see, anything else to compare him to? We can also compare him to the Roman key big guy. He looks a little interesting, actually. The big guy's pretty big, but then the head is, you know, a bit of an addition by me. But I think she's a good size. Overall, compared to the previous large Hammond collection figures, look at this tooth is in the wrong spot again. I do think she's a downgrade. I think that they're, I mean, it's still really cool, but I do think she's probably the weakest of the big dinosaurs. I don't feel like, I mean, I don't feel like she's as accurate as she could be. I don't know. I mean, the lack of the eye is kind of a pain. I do think they've gone a little bit less collectorish, more toyetic with these extra hands pieces that I can't tell the difference hardly apart. And this pop-off piece, it's more like they want to play with. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I know what people will say, well, it's always been a kid's toy, and it is. But it just feels like a different direction for the Hammond collection. And I don't know if I can say I feel horribly positive about it. But I'm also not like totally upset. I'm happy I got it. I think it's still super cool. I'm very happy because I wanted the Indominus Rex for so long, and it still satisfies that. I would have just liked to see things a little bit different. But that pretty much sums up my thoughts. I'll also do a video on the Scorpius, and my thoughts are similar on that one. So check my channel for that. It'll be coming up very shortly after this. Oh, I should note that I kind of like this. There's a soft pink around the lips. I think that looks cool. The back of the box made it look kind of like lipstick. It looks much better in person. So I really love her. So if you like the Indominus, she's still going to satisfy. So stay tuned at the end for some pictures. And until then, see you later. Bye. And thank you for watching.